levelness here for it. Working fine back there. Then all the ground got unlevel. On the spot, don't worry, y'all. What's up, Ryder? Cold Region Ryder. I'm up here checking the sunset out. Sunset vibes. You know how it goes. Rose, look at this. It looks really nice up here, don't it? My camera probably ain't doing it much justice on the phone, but it is a beautiful look up here. I'm just packing Ralph away. I'm letting him cool for a second. I was just flying. Let me see. Get the battery out of it. Ralph. UFO, UFO. I know, I'm amazed actually at how clear that streaming is. Yeah, packing up the equipment, putting controllers and stuff away. I got pretty cool shots of this, I think. I haven't paid where those meters at. I won't either. I mean, if parking enforcement don't have to pay on the meter, why should I, right? Put the SD card in there. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, I was flying Ralph here for a little bit. Get some nice little imagery. But this sunset was too nice not to share, so. See, what gets me though is they give you tickets for anything, but yet, you know what I mean? They can do whatever they want though, park anywhere they want. That's alright though. You can't really give me a ticket on my e-bike. I don't park it out in the street, so I don't need a parking meter for it, I don't believe, right? Unless they change the laws on me. But you never know. They do that kind of stuff, you know? Anything to make some money, right? But yeah, I hope everybody's having a nice day. I mean, I've been between the rain and everything. It's actually not a bad day out here. Goes through a little chilly and then it gets a little warm. Still, I ain't complaining because I don't like winter. I'd rather be like fall temperatures year round, you know, a little bit cooler at night where you have to wear a hoodie. And then nice and warm in the summer afternoons, you know? Something like that. If that makes any sense, yo. Yeah, but unprepared to do a live stream, so I don't have my microphones, nothing like that with me. Like I said, I always bring a camera with me, you know, record something that's going on. But I came out purposely just to fly the drone, finish up some shots that I'm doing. Definitely nice for next week, yeah. I'm looking forward to this weekend. They're going to go along the Smoking Creek here in Smoke and volunteer fire departments, and they're going to give back to the community even more than they already do, and clean up all the litter and make it look a little better, at least, you know. A little shout out to them, Firefighter Appreciation Month. Make sure you give your local firefighter some appreciation. 7-miler Saturday. Rainy in Montgomery, Jonathan. Montgomery County is raining at the moment. Yeah, I know rain is possible to come our way, but I tell you though, this is a nice looking sunset here. I should have set the action camera to do a time lapse on it, but I didn't think I was actually going to sit here this long. Yeah. Sometimes it's raining up here and it's not raining in Philly. Remember this show, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? The one guy, man, he was just so loud and annoying in that show. King of Prussia and Potsdam. Okay, I go through those areas. I know those areas. Pacey Baker. Check into that, yeah. Never heard the name, but welcome. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking sunset. Oh, I can't. It's getting brighter. It's awesome. Wheels and Reels, hello. 585, 589. That's awesome. Let me see if I can put the camera up some more. A little flatter view. I know it's not Halloweenish yet, but the cemetery is on top of a hill and it has a beautiful overlook. That's Cole Township we're looking towards right there. If you want to sub, I'd appreciate it. If you don't have to, I'm not going to make it. You know, obviously, it's a do what you want. If you like the content, please subscribe. I do a bunch of random stuff. I got no real set content. Anything Cold Legion related, anything that I find interesting, anything from abandoned explorers. I do drone shots, music. You name it, we do it. I definitely like exploring though. That's the biggest thing. That's what I do. I explore and the things I don't know. Yes, welcome. It's always good to have more people. So what's new with everybody? Like I said, I haven't done a live stream in a very long time, it feels. Yeah, I know we keep saying this stuff, don't we? Like we really actually do have to do something, and being a full-time employed and sometimes part-time employed at the same time, and oh man, balancing family life, you know how it goes. But yeah, I definitely would love to kick it with you sometime there. And it ain't like you're far from me when you're up here either. It's like I could probably ride my e-bike to you. You know what I mean? Yeah, everything's getting covered and buried and taken away now. I got up here in the coal region way too late, didn't I? What's up, ND? I see you all over the place, actually. All the good content creators up here, I see you on their channels as well. That's awesome. Yeah, Tony's a big inspiration. I seen you over on his chat. We do YouTube meetups, actually. It's Memorial Day weekend at Knoebels. So if you're interested, Coal Region Rider, you should come out next year. Tony 2.0, he's in a local area as well. He is, you know, Random Adventures Tony 2.0. If you check him out, he actually is the host of it. He's really awesome, actually, and a good inspiration of mine as well. You know, check his channel out, and yeah, he throws it, and we got it already in the books and reserved for next year. So Kelly was there, I was there, Rose was there. It was a fun time, actually. You know, we met a lot of local YouTubers there and far away ones too. So it'd be awesome to have you out there. The more the merrier. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Depending on what kind of event we're doing. Like, are we going out riding? Like, yeah, that's what you guys do. You go out riding and all that. I don't have that on my channel. I figure you guys got it covered the best. You know what's going on. So I kind of leave certain things alone because other people do it, you know? If that makes any sense. I want to spend a day in Reading, to be honest with you. I go through there a lot. I've been through there. I actually lived right in the Reading area for a little bit, but it went to the city of Reading, but it was Warnersville area. Sinking Springs to be exact, but it was a beautiful area up there as well. But I would like to go spend a day exploring that city. I know it's just like exploring any other hood. You know, you just got to watch what you're doing and you'll be all right. Thank you, the Jukebox Hour. Welcome, by the way. It is a beautiful view. That's why I had to stop and share this with everybody. Like I said, this was unexpected to do this live stream, and I had to share this with everybody. IG? Did I miss IG? IG in the house? Oh, IG 101, what's up? Sorry I missed you there. I apologize. God damn. I'll tell you what though, the gnats out here, those little natty flies, they're getting to be a bit of a nuisance at the moment. Man, I wish the bike would have sat flatter back farther where it was. Here, hold on. I want to try to move the bike back a little. I'm not sitting on it, so I'll try to give you a better shot of this here. I mean, you guys kind of, obviously, if you're from the local area where I'm at, but I'll sit on the bike for a little bit here. Give you a better shot of that. Yeah, that's what they are. They're really annoying. See if the bike will stay. I'm kind of want downhill. No, I didn't bring any repellent because I didn't, like I said, I was just jumping the bike real quick, come up here to get this drone footage before the nightfall. Man, look at the Glen Burn that way though. That's going to have some fantastic color over there. Alright, here's where it's setting. Yeah, fly strips help, but I'm out in the wild though. I mean, at home it's a different story. I don't really have that big of a problem with stuff like that, but yeah, I ain't gonna say I don't have it. I get them once in a while. You'll see them little natty flies, or drain flies I like to call them, coming around, you know. But when you live in a city that has a lot of decaying buildings and vacant stuff, like Shamokin has some of that, but I wouldn't say, I don't know how bad it is. I don't live in the city, but like I say, you'll deal with things like that because of neighboring properties and that. So you know, adapt and overcome to that. The one thing I don't want though is rats. I don't want rats. I don't want ants, roaches, or the hell is some other things. But yeah, those are the things you don't want in your house. If you see them in your house, you got to take some other precautions. I can't think of anything else. Ants, roaches, and spiders. I mean, I don't think you have to worry about snakes in there around here, do you? Like, even everywhere I grew up, I don't think I've ever had a snake in my house. Well, yeah, common bed bugs and stuff like that. Yeah, you definitely don't want any of that. Bats do happen, yeah. That even happened in the city of Harrisburg when I lived down there growing up. We had a bat in our house a couple times. Scary little bastards, aren't they? Yeah, I remember my stepmom, right? She took a tennis racket, whop, smacked this thing clear against the wall. It splattered, went everywhere. She says, all right, kids, now that y'all a bunch of little, the P word, y'all clean that stuff up, you little beatses. You know what I mean? Oh, boy. So every time a bat came in, we were running to her. Good times, right? Yeah, bats have a lot of diseases from what I understand. They carry a lot of, what, bugs on them or diseases, which I forget which one it is. I'm not a animal expert. Thank you for the love, whoever keeps throwing all those hearts up there. I really appreciate that. The view that way isn't as good as the view is this way at the moment, so we're going to stick with this. What do y'all think? That way? But I do like it the way it looks through that tree, though. I wish this camera would pick it up like the other ones will. Give me a second. I'm going to get this one off the thing here. Oh, it's only the Action 3. The Action 4 would probably pick it up a lot better, but we'll use this one. See if the color looks a little different in the near lens there. Alright, hold on. Trying to stay focused here, y'all. See that? That's the same shot. That. That. Which one looks better? Okay, what just happened? I'm sure I'll get the explanation. Let me see what happened here. What did he say before that? Alright, anyways, thank you, Rose. Gibberish? Alright, take care of it. Thank you, appreciate it. That's what my mods are for. Hold up. I am. Wow, that is looking better and better that direction. I'm going to zoom in and see if it looks better for you. Now that does look better now when I zoom in for you. Look at them cloud formations up there, though. That's cool. Describe that. What would you describe that as? Snap a screenshot if you want. Ladies and gentlemen, that is awesome. Everybody should snap a screenshot. That is a cool look. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're moving. Let's see what it looks like zoomed in this way. Zoom back. Angel baby, hello. Good evening. Yes, we are having a William. We're having a breathtaking sunset that I just could not stop and not share with everybody. We have some gibberish talk, like usual. You know, it's all good. I did have Ralph up in the sky before I went live, so there's a squirrel mad about something over there somewhere. He's probably mad that I'm still here. That squirrel was making all kinds of noise at the drone earlier too. Yeah, it got warm. I had to take my hoodie off while I was up here. All right, so why I got this camera on? I'm gonna have it on standard. Hold on. I'll put it on ultra. Give us a little zoom on 4K. Hello, Mike. I don't know what the hearts do, but I appreciate it. Honestly, don't know what most of that stuff does. Honestly, I look at YouTube as not a business or a way of income. I look at it as a hobby that financially pays for itself a little bit, if that makes sense. Because, you know, that's what I use it for, you know, to buy the stuff to make this content, you know, and do the trips and stuff. Yeah, I don't think I've ever paid a single bill because of YouTube, and I don't think I ever will. And that's not my goal, you know. But I appreciate everybody's support, though, 100%. And if you do like what you see and you want to see more of it and you want to help me get there, I mean, obviously I got to buy me a coffee and stuff like that. But the easiest way, instead of actually donating your own money, is let them ad, you know, let the ad revenue do its thing, you know. If you see my videos, let the ads play for a few and then skip them. Obviously, don't watch 5-10 minute long videos. I mean, that are ads. You skip those, obviously. But even if you do skip all the ads, we get a little bit of pennies on those. So pennies add up a little bit. That's all that matters. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to ask everybody to join my channel, add money, you know, send me money. That's not what the channel's for. So yeah, thank you, Rose. It's going to be one of them days, but it's worth it. I mean, you can come in and act a fool, but at least you get a good view while you do it. Can't turn that down, right? I mean, I'm a good view as in like the sunset, and plus at the same time as you're getting my good view, I'm getting your view. So come in, act a fool. My mod will take care of you. I'm just going to enjoy this sunset with the rest of you that appreciate it. That's how that works, right? All right, let me get back to see what's going on. Now, I'm not trying to be I'm humble for what I have. I mean, I'm a whole region rider to get back onto that. I mean, if you can blow up and make an income and a living off of doing it with sponsors and stuff like that, by all means, do your thing. I don't hate on anybody that does that. Rise above and crack on. That's what it's about. But I'm humble where I'm at, working. I'm able to work full time still at my age, do my thing and have a little bit of fun with this hobby and share it with everybody. And a little bit of, I honestly, a little bit of revenue that does come from YouTube, it pays for YouTube stuff. I buy stickers and I hand them out to people for free off the YouTube revenue. That's, stuff like that. I buy the equipment that I use to make the videos for you. Stuff like that. Like the e-bike. I used the funds for YouTube to buy the e-bike. It's not the best e-bike in the world, as you see. But it does its job. And never give up, man. Don't give up. Don't give up. William, much love as always. Thank you. Always here showing love every time I see you. So yeah, we supposed to have a DJI drone band coming in December. I was watching a lot of stuff on that, so I'm gonna do a full little video about that, and my opinion on that, and what I understand of it, in my opinion, and what it's going to do to affect small content creators like me that have DJI equipment. That's all I have. It's all DJI equipment. So how's that affect my other equipment, let alone how's that affect the ability to fly the drone that I already have? Lots of questions come out of every video, more than I get answers. So it's like I'm working on trying to answer my own questions and try to put it out there for someone that, like me, like a small content creator that's, a little lost on it. Maybe I could be able to help them understand a little bit better too, and plan for the future on what drone company I might have to go with. All right, so over that way is actually starting to look really nice now. So let's take a zoom in on that. Lift the camera up. Let's put the focus right there. That focus sucks. It's an Android camera on my phone, so it's not the best. So, pop quiz. The first person that can answer it correctly, I'll send, if you message me on Facebook, Coal Region Explorer, I'll send you one of every sticker I've ever made. All right, if you can tell me what the significance is of this. The first person that can get it right. Oh my goodness, now look at it. You gotta get a zoom. Oh, Kelly, you're gonna win, aren't you? That one right there. The big red one. This one right here. It's very significant to the history. And I know you probably already know. I should have never asked, because I know she's probably going to get it now. No, it's not. But it does resemble that, though. Damn, look how beautiful that looks. Please stay still, Blake. All right, y'all. I'm unfortunately have to go into the graves here a little bit. Right about there. Oh, too far of a lean. Blake's doing the gangster lean on me now. There we go. Nope. There's something coming up here, y'all. Behind me. Get my camera out. Yo, it looks so awesome. What is this? It's a little mini bike. A little kid on a mini bike. Yo, that thing was like a little. Yo, I don't even know what to say that was. All right, hold on. Yeah, dude, that bike's smaller than my e-bike. I gotta switch the angle on this. I don't want it to be ultra wide. Wide's a little better sometimes. Anyways, back to the chat. What y'all up to? Ain't nothing wrong with a little stroll. That's absolutely right. That's what we were saying. All right, I'm gonna get my zoom in shot of you now. So like that, all the way zoomed in. And got the color real nice. Now I'll do the same in 27K 24 frets in a second here. So now we're going to change the 4K. Are y'all hearing the Blue Jays? I think it's the setting I had it in. Anyhow. Yeah, we have a Wawa's. Everybody's excited about Wawa's, I guess. Not so much me, so. Are we zoomed in still? Let's zoom back out. There you go. There you go, we get to see you. We'll spin around so you can see behind us. Creeping up on me. Spin around so you can see. That's what was going on. Yeah, Luna's is good. Ate there tonight. Had a cheese steak with cheese and onion only. All right, so did anybody guess what it was? Because we're gonna spill the beans here in a second. There's a car coming now. There's somebody else walking up here. So. They were the ones that opened the coal mine that was over here on the Glen Burn. There. puppy walkers. And then the car went up there and parked. Put the car alarm on in the cemetery. That's crazy, right? Yeah, where did my keys go for the bike? I want to have them ready. Here comes that bike again. What is going on in the cemetery at night? Gets active, huh? Getting real active tonight out here, ain't it? Thing sounds like it's stalling though, don't it? I mean, I'm not an expert, don't get me wrong, but it sounds like it's a staller. If you know what I mean. Coal Region Rider probably understands what I mean. You know what I mean? A staller. Two-stroke staller. Try to get you a good view of what I'm looking at right here now. Before I take it right away. If I had my gimbal, I'd hold that steady for you. Sorry, I was looking at the chat, not looking at the street. I apologize. That was horrible. But yeah, let's go over here and look real quick then. I need an e-bike repair person is what I need. I need to figure out why my bike's doing what it does. I want it to run like it did when it was brand new. Like the first 3 days. So I believe we're looking at, that's the Glen Burn right there, I believe. Yeah, because that's Route 61 there at the red light, heading out of town, right? Right there. Yeah, that's the red light heading out of town. Wow, dude, he came out of nowhere, flying past. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, that's definitely a run half the timer. There we go. Alright, I understand now. Cheap. Hey, it is what it is, man. And you got what you got. You're out having fun. That's all good, right? Yeah, it's a mini bike, it looks like. I didn't realize my phone was up on there, y'all. Yeah, you know Coal Region Rider, right? Y'all know each other, right? Yeah, well, Smoking PD has a bunch of them confiscated, don't they? So that orange that looks like it's a glare right here, that's actually, hold on. It's actually the color of that tree right there. Y'all see that? That's really the color of the tree right there. Looks dead. I don't think that's because of fall color already. But honestly, this cemetery up here, on the other side, that usually looks pretty bad, it looks the best if I've seen it in years up here. They're actually doing a pretty decent job keeping up on some of it compared to what it was looking like. Well, as always, this still needs some work though. But yeah, looks like I'm really low on power too. Where am I at here? 2 bars. All right, I better get a tickle on then. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get on out of here. Thank you for hanging out there in the sunset in this unexpected live stream. It was cool chilling with y'all. Thanks for the support once again. Until next time, y'all, rise above, crack on. We're halfway through the week.